it May 18th?
Yeah.
May 18th, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. So we'll just sit there and then we can just visit, okay? But you've been a rancher out there for 15 years, Tom?
More than that.
No, 30.
Oh, you've been married 15 years.
Yeah.
That's
That's where you got the 15.
yeah.
Out there for 35 years.
Yeah, you're 35 years, then we own, how many acres did we have?
7,000.
Right.
7,000?
I couldn't tell.
You said 1,800 yesterday.
Was they, I knew I was wrong though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, we had a big, well, we had over on,
Well, we own the
Sonoma.
Hastings.
huh?
We own the Hastings.
The Hastings place
Yeah.
and
The Gulliver.
Ketchum
Ketchum and the Gulliver place.
and the Gulliford, yeah.
And then Jack.
Oh, that was the name of the lake, Gulliford Lake.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
Instead of, now it's Gladstone.
No, still Gulliver.
Is it?
It's the one down in.
you know the one when you come out past Gladstone?
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's the one
Gulliford.
up on top of the hill from Gladstone.
Oh,
And down in the hole.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because our land came right up to what's the name of the, used to be the name?
Gladstone Lake, it's still named Gladstone.
That's the one way down in the basin.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the first lake when we came in 1969 that I visited.
Well, that's
We
the
took
one
off-
that's way down in the hole, the
Yeah,
road kind of
yeah.
goes around the side of it.
Yeah, it
Uh-huh.
goes on both sides, on the lower side and the upper side.
Yeah,
But when we were up there, I can remember we stopped and it was just about high noon,
Yeah.
and you could really see off the hillside on the north side of the lake. You could see right down into the lake.
Yeah.
I think it was a trout swimming around. I knew I was in the right spot. I had just moved here, you know, so I knew I was in the right spot when I saw that trout swim. Just lazy going around, you know, down the base of the hills.
the creek, it was a creek that used to run right through our property there. What did you call that? You remember? Or was it named?
No, you wasn't. That's
Do you know the fish, when that lake was way up, the fish, or the creek I mean was up, the fish would come up in there too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that
oh,
was
yeah.
spawning time.
They were trying to spawn.
Yeah.
Did they spawn successfully, or were
Well,
they
some of
not?
them, they could have, yeah.
Because a lot of those streams, they can't lay their eggs in them. They go and spawn, but nothing happens.
What was
They're
that where
Somebody
we used to go down in that
Yeah.
meadow?
Yeah.
What did we call that meadow we
That
used?
was Dickies.
Dickies.
Oh, yeah.
We used to go down what we call Dickie's Meadow, and the creek down there, and there was a lot of bush. Gee, it was, once in a while, if you knew where to go and how to get them. He's the greatest trout fisher there was.
Do you like to trout fish?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They-
Fly fish?
No.
No.
Oh. Gee, that's the greatest way to catch trout, I think.
I'll tell you one story. We went up to the Ketchum place. We used to own it. So Tom says, oh, there's no fish here. He said, I'm gonna take a walk up the creek. I said, okay, where you go? So I thought, well, what am I standing here for? I'm gonna take his line.
Yeah.
I
Give it a
finally
shot.
got the worm on. I threw it in, and he came back, and just as he came back, I up with, with the reel. It ended up in the tree. Tom had to go up in the tree.
Is that right? You had to climb up like a
Climb up
squirrel.
the tree. So I said, well, let me try once more, dear. Yeah, he says, but remember, you're not fishing in the tree.
Yeah.
I did exactly the same thing.
You put it in the tree again?
Put it in the tree, and I sat down and I laughed so hard I cried.
Yeah.
Oh, he
My
says,
grandfather hung one, he went like that, pulled it out of this pool, and it lit on a branch that was overhanging the pool. So it was swaying back and forth like the pendulum on a grandfather's clock. And he's yelling at me, get it, get it, get it. I'm standing on the shore, there's about 5 feet of water there, and he's all, go get that fish, it's gonna fall off.
Oh, we laughed about that.
Yeah.
So when he wanted to go fishing, I used to ask him, can I go? As long as you don't fish up in the trees, you go. Oh, that was a joke around there for a long time.
Have you ever thrown one behind you and then couldn't find it in the grass?
No.
You know,
No.
you get one and then you,
Managed to find anything like that, but when it was hanging up in the tree,
Mine
that
got
was
back in the water before I could
it
get
was
on.
fairly tall, you know, those
Yeah.
I
trees.
just made a grab for it, just hit the water, and it was gone.
yeah.
Oh dear, I laughed that day till I was sore.
Where'd your potty chair go? I wanna sit down.
They deprived me of it.
Did they take your potty chair?
They took her body.
That's the most comfortable chair, you know, the lid down. Yeah. Oh, you don't have to go, Jack, that's okay. I've been sitting down. But,
It's a nicer day today.
did you ever have anything exciting happen out there, like, get chased by a bull across the field? The Hereford bulls are pretty tame.
Yeah, they're gentle.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard.
We have ordered
Oh.
one for you.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks, Jack.
Nobody in there.
Yeah, thanks.
The girl-
But those Holstein bulls, I got chased into the woods by one of those when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I went right into the thickest trees I could find because, boy, those Holstein bulls.
Yeah.
I didn't even look. I heard this thud, 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 thud behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even look back.
Yeah.
I just ran as fast as I could in the opposite direction.
And that must have been
Jones
season.
there singing.
Father, was it?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
mating season.
Where is she?
They're really tough.
Yeah, they are tough. Oh, they're
But we
tough.
had this big old fella, and he was a nice old fella, anybody to walk up to him, you know, and pat him. Only for the look of him, and he'd scare you, you know, because he was such a big
Yeah.
dude. And,
They were saying
what's the
that
matter
you got
with him? His
cheeks.
joints or something gave up.
No room.
Big letters on
Big
it.
letters.
When he got down, you see, he couldn't get up.
The bull got rheumatism?
It must have been rheumatism.
Old age.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Gee.
get.
Just take us out and shoot us then.
They're like us, I guess, their legs give up.
Yeah, they get down, they don't get up.
He couldn't get up anyway. Well, I guess the old bear sneaked up on him and must have clipped. You remember the calf we had that was called Crooked Neck?
Yeah.
The bear hit it.
I don't know what hit it.
Might have been a cougar. You
Yeah.
know.
It could have been. The marks, there was marks on its neck.
They
Anyway.
were a good swat.
Yeah,
Left them
knocked
up.
one cord loose, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, on its neck.
And his head was crooked.
Yeah.
All of that. How old was he when you killed it? When you killed him?
About 2 years.
Yeah, I guess he was. And
My
you
sister did that to me when she's 1 year younger than me. She hit me. I was looking down from my bunk bed down. She had the lower berth, and I had the upper berth. So I was peering down there. We were in sort of an ornery mood, and she whacked me one with a pillow, and I walked around for about 4 days with my head tilted. She knocked loose a vertebrae, you know. And so.
Well, we had a cow that was shot up on the Pike Mountain there too. But the shell got in her leg.
And that was-
Somebody
that was
shot it?
Another cat.
Yeah,
Somebody
somebody
did.
shot.
Yeah.
Why? Did you lose many cows that way? People
No.
shoot
No, we were very fortunate, but somebody had taken a pot shot.
with a 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was, he looked all over and she looked all right, but he couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But her leg never got any bigger than that, did it?
No, it went into the marrow.
Oh, right into the bone and
Yeah,
into the-
right in. And the marrow was oozing out, see.
Oh, so there was no nourishment for the
No.
leg to grow, the bone to grow.
But she crippled around for,
But
we brought her in and used to feed her.
Well, she didn't last too long,
No, was
no,
she?
after she come in. And then,
Did we kill her?
no, it died out there, and then we took the hide off her to find out what was wrong.
Folks, time out for tea. Let's see, stop. So, we're back on the air after tea. So, what was the biggest fish you caught out at your place? In that creek? Would you get
Well,
some 5 pounds?
No, no. In the creek, they were only about 10 inches.
Oh, yeah?
A good
A
eating.
big one would be a foot long,
Yeah.
but very seldom you got that.
Oh. They get nice and red too when they go to spawn, and then they're no good to eat.
No.
No, they're
Yeah.
not.
We've been catching some that way recently, and we had to let them back in.
Yeah. Did we ever down to, what's the name of that place? Where the fish go up the river to spawn?
Adams River?
Adam.
Adams River.
Oh, yeah.
Gee, we were down there one time, and you could just walk almost across the river there.
It was like this.
Yeah, and there was some, had spawned, but they were dead, but there was fellows around there picking them up yet.
What'd they do with them?
I think they get.
Fertilizer.
So they may have taken them, seems to me somebody said there was a mink farm around there,
Yeah, I
and they
suppose
picked them up and took them to the mink farm. Now,
Well, that
I
could
may
be-
be,
That could
seems
be.
to me somebody said something about that.
Well, I think mink like fish, don't they?
Well, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl and I saw some otters up at Bluey Lake.
Oh,
Where Blue
yeah,
Lake is?
yeah, yeah.
And Carl had his BB gun. And he popped the otter with a BB gun. That otter sat up in the water. And Carl just got Didn't hurt him.
No.
In fact, it hit the water about 3 times before it hit the otter. I could see it go whap, you know. That otter really let out a. They're comical. And he kept,
Not real clowns.
yeah, he kept right around us for a while. You could tell he was annoyed. Really put out by that.
Yeah, there's not too many of them, no.
No,
No. And
the
mink-
trappers got him.
Yeah. and mink.
Mary will tell you about her experience with a beaver this year.
No.
Beaver.
Yeah.
When you were driving along?
No, just recently here,
In
2
town?
weeks ago. She went up to her down man in one of those little sloughey lakes up
Oh,
there.
yeah, yeah.
She encountered a beaver,
Yeah,
and she sat and watched it for about half or 3/4 of an hour.
yeah.
Watched him have his lunch, and then he groomed himself afterwards. He washed his face, you know, and
Mhm.
she said he parted all his hair, stomach like this,
Yeah.
and brushed it.
Yeah.
So she got a real good look at him.
They're-
She had her glasses with her, so she was able to see
Field glass.
everything, you know.
They're pretty clean animals, like they clean.
Yeah.
Well, a beaver in the spring, you know, the young ones get kicked out of the house. And so they have
Oh,
to
yeah,
go.
they push them out when
And
they get so
so,
old.
yeah, you find them in the craziest places. They're on their way overland to find new stuff.
Yeah, we had them up at Davis Lake. Because,
They were around the ranch too, beavers.
yeah, they were around there. They built their house.
We had to keep
They'd
tearing
have
them
to
down.
keep tearing them away on them.
I was gonna say maybe you liked them.
No, it
They're
was-
all right in the spring of the year. They can dam up and then flood your meadows, but in the fall, it's a pleasure cutting the hay because you gotta keep taking them out every day.
Is that right? They flood your hay.
Oh, yeah, they'll build it down so the water can get away.
Yeah, they can build it down.
He's gone up and
overnight.
opened them up different times.
Too bad you can't hire them for your haying
Yeah,
crew.
right.
That kind of energy would be good.
They come right back and build it the next day again, don't they?
Yeah, right at night. You tear out in the morning and some of them are so brave, they get out in the afternoon and start on it.
Is that right? I know, I've heard them doing that in front of culverts
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
under the highway.
Yeah.
And the guys will go over there and they'll dynamite that thing out, and the next day,
Go
Like
back
that.
again.
they're right back.
Well, he
Same
had,
pieces of wood.
we had water rights from up on the Davis Lake, you know,
Oh, yeah?
for the whole back or let it out as you wanted to. They had a dam built up there. But the beavers make it ahead of them every time. You and Scoop went up there one time.
Oh, Lori Curry? Scoop?
No, another Scoop.
Oh,
And, oh, what's Scoop's other name? Called him Scoop for so long, they forget the man's name. Leaper.
Leaper?
Leave it, yeah.
He works for Guy
They come
Rose.
up-
You
They
know
come
Guy
up from
Rose.
Vancouver.
Oh, the motel down there, Guy Rose.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that owns that old hotel.
Yeah, Copper. Copper.
Well, what's his name? Works for
You
him.
know, Guy Rose, he owns the Krishana Hotel on Nicola Lake.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The one, the same one that owns
No,
this?
no. Must be another one. I
No,
didn't
this
know
must
there
be
was
another
one.
Guy Rose. I didn't know there was Guy
I
Rose.
didn't know there was one either.
No.
Sometime I'd like to go into that little motel.
That's a beautiful
Yeah, I like,
Wow.
they go
Stay
by,
overnight.
Yeah.
go and see my daughter, and we never stop to go in.
I never have either.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
like to go
beautiful-
in that little old store, that
They
old
got
general
the-
store too. in
The glass
Brown.
railing around the bar.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
understand they still have wash basins,
Yeah,
big old
Yeah.
pottery.
yeah.
wash basins in every room on
And
top
there's
of marble-topped stands.
Yeah.
And you should see the big living room, when you go in the front door, there's a very big living room off to the left, I guess. And oh, the furniture in there,
Priceless, huh?
you wouldn't be able to buy it, I don't think,
Yeah.
today.
We'll be all in.
We know a guy and his wife very well. They're real nice people. They're no different to the rest of us. But, and this school works for them.
Hello. Two people I know in here.
Hello.
Hello, if I hadn't recognized you, I'd have never known
How are you there?
How long have you been in here?
They took her up yesterday for arrest.
Yes.
For a rest.
She wasn't
Little
resting.
ticker won't work, right?
Oh,
So, how you doing?
oh, good, yeah, good.
You're looking good too.
Yeah, I don't like to have to come up here to see you though, I don't know why I don't get to the house.
Never mind, Martha, better days coming.
Yeah,
I'll be home after a while.
okay, I'm going in to see.
Can't keep thoroughbreds down.
Oh, that's right. You'll be,
I always say that, sound like a farmer, I don't even know.
How's everybody at home?
good.
That's good.
Carl's picking a few rocks today, but I should mind everything else.
Don't you work too hard.
No, try not to.
Don't run away. Don't
Oh,
run
I
away.
got other business.
No, no, you
I put them like that on rocky spots that don't grow anything, and then I'll put a house on it. Yeah,
That's true. I don't know why we build on the farmland.
but then you don't always get water, or no.
Well, that's of course the problem, I guess.
Yeah, that guy looks like he's even got a barn or something up there.
You know what, in Norway, they won't let them build on the farmland.
No, I
They have to go
They have
up
to
on the
build back on the
hillside.
hills, eh?
They started that here, but they cut it out again, and went back
Yeah.
in again, so.
Yeah,
And the NDP was there, they shut it
They
down.
froze all the arable land, but now they're selling it for houses and everything else.
Particularly if there's somebody gonna make some money out of it.
yeah.
So,
You know, they're gonna be sorry someday because there isn't that much land to grow.
Oh, they'll be moving houses, watch. Just watch. They'll be moving houses. They'll pick them up off the foundations, move them somewhere, tear the foundation up,
Put it in
put it back in the farmland.
Yeah.
All those old highways down there in Karamis, you know how they just leave the other one and build a new one and leave the one alongside? They'll tear all those things up. Have to.
You get your garden in, Tom?
Yeah.
Up already, I suppose.
No, my carrots and beets, I might have to put them back in again.
Well, Dad, you get in a hurry, you know. When the weather gets nice, he wants to.
I decided this year was the year I was gonna do it by the almanac for sure, and I was all ready to do it one day, and it said, no, nothing would grow, so I put it all in the next day, and it's supposed, every seed's supposed to come out. God help me if it does. I planted them thick.
Say hello to your family.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, Martha.
I'll pop in again if you're still
Please,
here next time.
yeah, please do.
yeah.
Take care, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a nice person.
Well, this year I'm gonna get a good potato crop.
Yeah?
Yeah, Klaus planted them. So I said, okay, I do it all the time when I get wee little potatoes. And I said, no, it's your turn. So he said, sure, I'll plant them. So I hoed up the rows and he planted the spuds. He's from Germany, West
Oh.
Germany. I've got a friend visiting from West Germany. So,
Didn't he cut them up like I do?
no,
He didn't plant the whole potato like you
Yeah.
did. He did?
he said that's the way.
Oh, we used to always cut them.
I always cut them. Never leave more than 2 eyes on them.
Did you cut ours yet?
Yeah, and they're in.
Have you got the potatoes? Did you put any of those plants outside on the front porch? No, that's all right, leave them. You didn't do it.